Hello, Pewter people. Scott Reynolds here with another Pewter Pulse. The disrespect continues for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and for quarterback Baker Mayfield in 2024. Despite winning the team's third straight NFC South title and making the playoffs for a fourth straight year, Tampa Bay is picked to finish second in the NFC South behind Atlanta and the Falcons' shiny new quarterback, Kirk Cousins. For the Bucs to keep the NFC South crown in Tampa for a fourth straight year, Mayfield is going to have to do something he hasn't done before. I'll tell you what that is in just a moment. But first, your reminder to give us a thumbs up, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I love your feedback in the comments. And doing those two things gets us in front of more Bucs fans with the YouTube algorithm. So thank you. Now let's talk about the big challenge ahead for Baker Mayfield entering this season. Can he do something he hasn't done before? The Bucs rewarded Mayfield with a big 3-year contract extension worth $100 million this offseason after the former number 1 overall pick in 2018 had his best season yet. Mayfield threw for over 4,000 yards for the first time in his career and had a career-high 28 touchdowns with just 10 interceptions. That's almost a 3-to-1 touchdown to interception ratio, which all NFL quarterbacks aspire to have. Outside of advancing to the Super Bowl and maybe winning it, Mayfield's first season in red and pewter really couldn't have gone much better. He helped the team win 9 games and win another NFC South title and beat the Eagles in a home playoff game. Mayfield then capped off his tremendous year with his first ever Pro Bowl appearance and then was named the offensive MVP. So the natural question is, can Baker Mayfield do it again? And that's a fair question to ask because in his first 6 years in the league, Mayfield has yet to put together 2 very good seasons back to back. After a rookie season in Cleveland, in which he threw 27 touchdowns and 14 interceptions, Mayfield regressed. In 2019, his completion percentage fell from nearly 64% to just below 60%, and he tossed 22 touchdowns and 21 interceptions as the Browns went 6-10. Mayfield bounced back in 2020, helping the Browns finish 11-5 and beat the Steelers in the first round of the playoffs. He completed 63% of his passes and threw 26 touchdowns and a career-low 8 interceptions. But a shoulder injury the next year caused him to miss some games and finished just 6-8 as a starter with 17 touchdowns and 13 picks. The Browns thought Mayfield's 2020 season was a fluke and traded for Deshaun Watson and shipped Mayfield off to Carolina in the summer of 2022. We know how Mayfield's 2022 season turned out with the Panthers and the Rams and what he did in Tampa Bay last year. So the big question is, can Mayfield do it again? Can he finally post back-to-back great seasons for the first time as he enters his 7th year in the NFL? The Bucs are certainly counting on it. They've paid him to do that. And as long as Mayfield stays healthy, that should happen. The fact that new offensive coordinator Liam Cohen worked with Mayfield for the last 5 weeks in the 2022 season in LA should also help because Cohen arrived in Tampa Bay with a working knowledge of what makes Mayfield tick and a strong understanding of what number 6 can and can't do on the football field. The fact that Cohen is trusting Mayfield to audible at the line of scrimmage should only help pad his stats as he checks to more favorable plays and more productive plays this year at the line of scrimmage. This is what Mayfield had to say about expectations heading into the 2024 season. Obviously, I've had experience with Liam Cohen before, and this system, and that's the purpose of the offseason, continue to coach guys and learn as we go through this process. For me, yeah, it's comfortable knowing that I'm here for a longer time period, but don't be satisfied with that. Yes, Mayfield cashed in on a lucrative payday, but he's still the 3rd highest paid quarterback in the NFC South behind Kirk Cousins and Derek Carr. That probably irks Mayfield deep down inside as he's a highly competitive person, and that should fuel him to have at least a similar season in Tampa Bay again this year, or an even better one. There's no reason to think that Mayfield's first season in Tampa Bay was a fluke. He's had a similar type season before in 2020 in Cleveland, so he's no one-year wonder. Though The fact that the Buccaneers are picked to finish second behind the Falcons by NFL odds makers and the national media, well, that ever-present chip on Mayfield's right shoulder just got bigger. Mayfield is out to prove the naysayers wrong this year, and he's going to show that they're wrong about the Bucs and about him as a steady, consistent Pro Bowl caliber quarterback, one who might actually be the best quarterback in the NFC South. Folks, for the best Bucs coverage on YouTube, make sure you're checking out Pewter Report TV. That's our YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button, if you will. That'd be great. You can check out my Pewter Pulse videos or Pewter Report podcasts and other great Bucs video content at Pewter Report TV. Also, follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram at Pewter Report, and pewterreport.com for all your Bucs coverage, injury news, and inside scoop all season long. And I'll be back soon with a new